Afternoon guys, welcome and thanks for watching. This is my simple 5 fat loss tips video, okay? Just going through 5 points. It's just going to help you on your way if you're starting an exercise regime, you're starting to look at your diet or thinking of these things. These 5 tips will help you on your way alongside that, okay? Now diet and nutrition, that is the big thing for any weight loss, any fat loss, okay? That's going to be your main thing that's going to help you achieve that. As a PT, I know all about that, and I do diet plans with my clients and things like that. But these 5 tips alongside that will help you on your way, okay? I've been there in my early 30s. I had a lot of body fat. I was well overweight. So with an exercise regime, with my diet changed, and these 5 tips that got me on my way, and I got to my desired fat loss. So what are the benefits? Well, first of all, better health. End of the day, you're gonna get better health, especially as we're getting older. So losing that body fat is gonna obviously offset any potential future diseases, that kind of stuff, and just make you more mobile and just make you feel better. Okay, it's gonna give you more confidence, more social confidence, better self-esteem, make you feel more confident and have better relationships. It's gonna make you feel younger and think younger, better well-being, and give you a more positive outlook. All these little things add up, and they're all good. Who doesn't want all that? Okay, so if you're thinking that you want to lose body fat, watch these 5 tips. And any questions, please just DM me after, all confidential, and we can go from there. But enjoy it anyway. First tip coming up, guys. Okay, tip 1. So work out your BMR, okay, which is your basic metabolic rate, okay. That is the amount of calories you need every day just to survive. So if you laid on your sofa all day, that you would need a basic amount of calories to survive and maintain your body weight, okay. And then what you do is you add in your activity factors on top of that, whether that's your job, your exercise regime, hobbies, bits and pieces. That will factor in amount of calories too. These are easy to work out. There is calculators online on Google. You just enter your height, your weight, your age, your gender, and your activity level, and it'll work out your BMR for you. And it'll give you a figure of, say, 2,000 calories a day. And why is this important? Because if you want to lose body fat, you want to lose body weight, you have to reduce your calories, okay? So knowing your BMR is a great starting point to do that. You know exactly what you need to eat every day to maintain your weight. So if you wanted to gain weight from muscle, you need to eat over. If you want to lose body fat, you need to eat under. But it's not just as simple as that. You can't obviously cut your calories too drastically straight away, okay? It's a slow process, so be patient. You want to taper down your calories over 2, 3 or 4 weeks, a few hundred here and there, okay? Tapering it down over the 4 weeks. And you want to throw in some maintenance overeating days a few times in that then 3 or 4 weeks too, as well, okay? Otherwise your body will start to go into starvation mode, okay? Same as it would if you cut your calories too drastically, okay? So if you're on 2,000 BMI and you suddenly go down to 800 calories a day, it's not going to be good for you. You might lose a bit of body fat, but long term it's not going to be good for you, okay? It's going to muck up your systems, your metabolism. So gradual tapering, okay? Over 3-4 weeks, with a few overeating days or maintenance days. And then after that 4 weeks, you will reweigh yourself, work out your BMR again, and then start again. And again, gradually taper it down over 4 weeks. This process could go on, it depends how much body fat you want to lose or need to lose. It could go on to 3, 4, 6 months, even a year, okay? But it's all about being patient, okay? There's no quick fixes. Point 2, okay? Don't do fad diets, okay? Don't do them, they're bad for you. Okay, so example, you start one of these diets, a fad diet. I know it might mean eating certain foods and leaving out certain foods, or anyway, all kind of fancy names. Basically, you'll do what happens is you'll do your fad diet. You'll get some results maybe potentially after 3 or 4 months, but then what happens? The diet stops, or you get bored of it. You find you can't keep up with it. You'll stop and you just go back to where you was right at the start, and you'll start putting on weight. How many times have you heard that? How many times have you done that? How many of you can relate to that? Only the other day, I heard a story exactly the same, and it damages your relationship with food. It's not good for your mental health. Not good for your mood, your emotions, and so don't do them. What you need is just a diet that's going to last you for the rest of your life. Eating habits that are going to last you for the rest of your life. So the best way you're going to stick to something like that is to have a diet that's easy to follow, that isn't too restrictive, that allows treats and allows some drinks here and there, allows you to enjoy yourself. Foods are going to be easy to cook, meals are going to be easy to make. Obviously, you've all got busy lifestyles. If you don't want to be poncing around with 20 different ingredients with some Ponzi cookbook and going out and spend an hour doing it, 'cause you ain't going to do it, you'll just end up putting something in the microwave. So what you need is just simple, nutritious food. It's going to fill you up, give you all your nutrients, all your minerals, all your macros you need. Macros, that's carbs, protein and fats, okay? When I do personal training with my clients, I advise on diet plans. We make it as simple as possible, but make it as tasty as possible as well, and enjoyable as possible. And it fits it in with your lifestyle. And it needs to be that easy. You know, I've loved a bit of home cooking, and I can knock up a really good, tasty, nutritious meal in 20 minutes, no problem. And you can do that every day, pretty much, if you wanted to. And that will just make your diet a bit more exciting as well. The cooking element of creating something yourself from scratch adds a little achievement in there as well. It's all good for the mental health as well, and all good for your relationship with food. That's what you want to build up your relationship with food. Once you enjoy your diet, it should be effortless. It should, it shouldn't be too restrictive. You've done 100% rabbit food. You want something that's you're going to enjoy. So 80-20 rule is good to follow. So 80% sort of good food as you can, but give yourself 20% leeway. Okay, don't be beating yourself up. Point three. So, as mentioned right at the start, nutrition is the big thing for losing body fat. But what is great is to have an exercise program allied alongside it. Obviously, doing an exercise program, where it's weights and cardio, it's going to make you feel better, make you feel healthier, make you feel stronger. So obviously, you're going to eat to support that as well. So you're going to start eating better. So you're going to start thinking healthier. So the two go hand in hand very nicely. For losing body fat, I recommend a high intensity cardio program. Lots of body weight exercises, sprint, shuttle runs, that kind of thing. High intensity, short bursts of intense period, followed by short periods of rest, followed by a short burst of intense periods, like Tabata type exercises, or 10-15 minute long full on body weight exercise classes to music, and kind of stuff. I've done all this on my online classes when we had to lock down in March through to June. And it's something that went really well, something I really enjoyed doing as well. And it really does work. You burn a lot of calories, you far out metabolism, you burn a lot of body fat, you also tone muscle as well, because you've done some sort of weight work in there as well, alongside the body weight stuff. So yeah, online classes are great. I'm looking to do some too soon as well, getting back into that around about November time. So keep an eye out for that. I'll be doing some male boot camps for strength training. I'll be doing some female only boot camps. Drop a dress size, we just had a baby, lose the baby fat, and that kind of stuff. So keep an eye out for that. And I mentioned the weights. Weights is really good as well for your exercise program. It builds your strength, it tones your muscle. As you lose body fat, you want to start replacing that with toned muscle look, okay? You're not going to get veiny, horrible muscles. That's a myth. You don't get that. You just get nice, dense, toned muscles. So as your body fat leaves, the toned muscles come into its place, and it's going to give you that nice body weight shape. So your weight might sort of fluctuate a little bit, but it's not about the weight, it's about how you look. So eventually, with your diet, a good exercise program, good weight program, everything will start to come together. Point 4, so little lifestyle hacks here. So drink more water, sleep more, reduce stress, okay? So, first one, the most simplest one, try and get yourself 2 litres of water today, which I know actually can be tricky because you forget, like me, I sometimes forget as well. So, good tip is just to get a 2 litre flask, something like that, put it on your work desk, put it on your coffee table, next to your bed, wherever you are, keep that water with you and try and get that 2 litres of water in your day. Basically, it's going to keep your body running optimum level, okay? So, keeping yourself hydrated gets your body running as it should. And what we want is all in percentages, as much as we can. And all these little things coming together to help you with your weight loss and fat loss and your mood. Stops you getting headaches as well, so it keeps you feeling well and it just gets that body running and the metabolism running as it should. So get your 2 litres of water down you. Next one is sleep. Again, coming into middle age, that kind of stuff, I find myself, like you, I find it sometimes hard to drop off and get that sleep, okay? It's tricky. Your mind just comes alive, doesn't it? You hit the sack, your mind suddenly just comes alive, and it's not every night, but some nights I get that, and it's hard to get that sleep. There's nothing worse than waking up the next day feeling you only got a few hours of sleep and you just don't feel right the next day, and it's not good. So ideally we want 6 to 8 hours sleep a night. So ways to help that is, again, this is probably well known, but you've probably heard this before, but an hour before bed, switch off your social medias, switch off your phone, switch off your TV, switch off everything, okay? Let the brain settle a little bit, because all this information and stuff from the TV and the face just going into your brain. It's keeping you up. Obviously, no caffeine 3 or 4 hours before bed. Maybe read a book, get the light in, low lighting. Just get yourself winding down, okay? If you can do that, that'd be great. Again, these little percentages, when you have a good 6 to 8 hours sleep a night, the body gets rid of all its toxins, it recovers, and you feel great the next day, ready to crack on. It kind of ties into my next point, reducing stress. Stress and anxiety produces a toxin called cortisone, which can add to your fat gain, okay? So learn to self-calm, learn to self-meditate. There's things I can advise you on that. I've done meditation classes before. There's meditation classes online you can go to, there's groups. It's a really good tool for reducing stress and anxiety, okay? Negative stress and anxiety. Which you don't want anyway, regardless for fat loss or not. So reducing stress can definitely help with your fat loss. Again, there's things like grounding, which I can advise you on as well. Loads of different things, but trying to reduce that stress will help. As I said, all these little percentages add up in your fat loss, okay? Okay, last point, point 5, nice easy one. Walk everywhere as much as you can, okay, instead of using your car. So if you've got a shop near you, you're used to bombing up there in a car and a couple of minute drive, just try and walk instead. If that's 10, 15, 20 minute walk. Try and do that, you know. Every little helps, okay? Every little calorie burn helps. It's going to keep your body moving, body firing. It's good for your head as well. So it just keeps everything up. Get yourself a step counter as well. Give yourself a daily challenge, a weekly challenge, a monthly challenge. And when you see it, it's a nice little achievement, nice little confidence builder. It's just something very simple you can add in alongside your nutrition, your diet, your fitness plan, all the other bits and pieces. Again, all these little percentages adding up go a long way. So, it's the little inches and it make a foot. So, basically that. So where you can, whether at work, if you're at work in the office, try and get out for a walk at lunchtime, 20-minute stroll. If you're working from home, try and get out for 20-minute stroll, 30-minute stroll once a day. I said it's really good to clear the head too, and just keeps the body ticking over. So that's it. That's my 5 easy fat loss tips. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Keep an eye out for future videos too, and keep an eye out for my PT offers and online boot camps that are coming soon. If you're interested in getting to know more about your diet and how it can help you with fat loss, drop us a DM and I'll be happy to help you. Okay. So thanks for watching, and speak to you soon.